Hey guys, it's Sapphire. A lot of you might already know this, but I am learning Japanese, and I've been studying it for about 2 years now. Learning languages is just so much fun, and I really like it, but it can be kind of hard sometimes. Just like any other subject, you have to study, and like there's tests and stuff, and you know, it's learning. It's kind of hard to learn sometimes, but it's definitely worth it in the end, so I thought I would make a video about that. 5 struggles of learning Japanese and 5 reasons why it's worth it. So, let's get started. Struggle number 1, kanji. There are 3 alphabets, I guess you could say, in Japanese. You have hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Kanji characters are borrowed from Chinese. I have no idea how people learn Chinese because it's only kanji. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, shi. I think I've learned hiragana. I can read Japanese now. Number 2 is studying. This could be said about any subject, but it applies to Japanese as well. You know what? I've been lazing around all day. I should study. I'm good. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if anyone messaged me.
Cereal looks like this. Eating 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 cereal.
3. Testing it on others. People always talk about how great it is to practice your language on a native speaker, but when you're learning Japanese, it's not a super popular language to learn, and it's mostly spoken just within Japan. So if you don't live in Japan, it's kind of difficult to practice it. Actually, this isn't a problem anymore, because I found this chat group of a bunch of people learning different languages, and I can practice on them.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
Number 4, questions. You know, I'm not as good at Japanese as I look. I'm not as good at Japanese as I pretend to be. When people ask me something like, oh, how do you say this in Japanese? And I'm like, walk ahead. I sure hope it does. Alright, well. Wait, you're learning Japanese, right? Yeah. How would you say that in Japanese? Oh, well. Reason number 5 is pronunciation. Oh my goodness. Languages have different pronunciations for things, and if you're not a native speaker, it can be really difficult sometimes.
暖かくなかった was not warm.
That's not too bad.
暖かくなかった暖かくなかった暖かくなかった暖かくなかった暖かくなかった When you use this phrase, I think.
Okay, so akakitakak. No. Atakakitakataka. No. Akata. Atakatakuna. Akata. Now for the fun part. 5 reasons why it's so worth it, because oh my goodness, learning languages is so fun. I can't get enough of it. I love learning Japanese. So, let's go. Number 1, people think it's cool. A lot of people just learn whatever they're doing at school, like, you know, Spanish and French. But if you're learning something different, it's kind of like people don't expect it. Oh, you're learning Japanese? That's so cool. Can you say something in Japanese? あなたのトイレは溢れている. Oh, what did you say? Number 2, that rare moment when you do find someone else who is learning it. This is true with everyone who's learning not Spanish or French. Oh my goodness, the moment you meet someone who is either Japanese or learning Japanese as well, it's like, oh, I'm learning Japanese. Me too.
You want my destiny.
Number 3 is understanding people in public. This doesn't happen very often. Like I said, there's not very many Japanese people out and about. I only remember hearing Japanese when I was like in public without a Japanese person with me once, and I freaked out. I didn't get to talk to them though. I was so disappointed. 彼が好きだと思う。マジで？しかしなんで？彼は私に地図を書かれ。すごい、今は私も彼が好き。多分私地図が好きだだけ。私も。Number 4, and I do this one all the time, correcting subtitles. I really hate it when subtitles like totally butcher what they actually said, because it's like usually way better. What they actually said is way better, and if you're watching it with someone, you have to like pause it and explain, that's not what they said, it was like way cooler than that. That's not what they said. See, she said, 愛してる. 愛してる is like a really deep love, and ski is just like, I like you, you know? Number 5 is the satisfaction. Learning a language is so satisfying when you like get to apply it to your life and just like know these words and how to say things, and eventually if you go to the place where the language is native, then you can like talk to people and order things, and it's just so much fun seeing something and just knowing how to read it. It's so satisfying. Even though it's really hard sometimes to actually keep going, even though it's really hard to pronounce or you really don't feel like studying. But if you keep going and you finally reach a goal that you made, it's the best feeling. So that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, give it a like. Comment down below what language you're learning, and like, if possible, say something in that language. If you want to see more content like this, then subscribe down below and turn on my notifications to be notified every time I post, so you can be part of the early squad. I will see you guys in my next video. By the way, Happy New Year's everyone! I am so excited for 2019. More content coming your way, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. お高くなかった. That's my favorite word in Japanese, by the way. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started. I don't know how to not say this awkwardly. Otaku. I almost fell.